Welcome back to the Road Show. So you think you know everything there is to know about Rhode Island? Think again. It is the country's smallest state, but with some of the biggest history and culture. Joining me this morning is Tim Laynard. Did I spell that? Did I say that right?
Yep,
I didn't actually spell it, but Tim Laynard, local author of Rhode Island 101. This book here, which Rick is going to show in just a moment, everything that you wanted to know about Rhode Island, and we're going to ask anyway. This is such a great book, Tim. Why did you set out to do this and write this book?
Well, I was doing some work for the publishing company that put this out, and I said, we got to do a book on Rhode Island. If the place calls out for it, it's perfect.
Yeah, well, you know, there is something about Rhode Island that separates it from a lot of other states, certainly other places that I've lived, where people are so gung-ho about being from Little Rhodey, you know, and are cheerleaders for this state. Was that part of the reason you wanted to do this book?
Absolutely. They're passionate about the state, and Rhode Islanders are interested in different parts of the state, and they know a little bit about other parts of the state. So people in Westerly know a little bit about Woonsocket and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, what are some of the facts that we know about that you've put into this book here?
There's a lot in there. I mean, it's really kind of everything from Roger Williams to Family Guy to Wiener Palaces. So it kind of tries to touch on everything, jams a lot in there. Just for fun facts, I just enjoy that the dollar bill has a picture of George Washington by Rhode Island artist Gilbert Stewart, probably the most famous artist from Rhode Island.
Yeah. Well, what's another fun fact that when you tell people about this book, they're surprised to hear or they enjoy hearing?
I think that Scituate, Rhode Island was on the short list of sites for the UN headquarters.
Get out!
Obviously, it didn't make it, but it was on the list. I think that's a fun one.
That is a fun one. I know there's stuff about the Farrelly brothers in here, and actually, I think if I turn to page 106, I believe there's someone who I know who wrote something. Tony Petrarca's top 5 forecasting challenges. He talks about the rain and snow line, the hurricane track, snow accumulations, thunderstorm intensity, and the backdoor cold front, which he's always talking about a lot. Everybody here is talking about this backdoor cold front.
You can educate yourself on the backdoor cold front. Part of the idea was each chapter has got some kind of guest stars, where I asked for a list of 5. Obviously, for the weather chapter, Tony Petrarca is the perfect person to ask, and he tells you why is it difficult to forecast the weather in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Trickier than you might think, and he gives you the 5 reasons, what makes it difficult: the rain, snow line, and Rhode Island's coastal location, that type of thing.
I was saying that this should be standard issue for every new reporter who moves into the area, because you learn everything from Plunder Dome to the history of the state to even the fun stuff. So thanks so much for putting this out. Where can people buy it?
It's available pretty much everywhere. I know Barnes & Noble's got it, Borders, independent bookstores. It's online. I have a website, timlaynardonline.com. And that lists places where you can buy it. I don't sell it myself, but it tells you where you can get it.
Tim Laynard is the author. Rhode Island 101 is the book. Thanks for coming on. And if you want more information, just go to foxprovidence.com.